Here are some stretches that can be done anywhere, whether you're standing in line at the grocery store or at home. These are great stretches to do any time of the day to help alleviate tension and refresh and rejuvenate the body. We're going to start with the neck. A lot of times the neck and shoulders get very tight, so we're going to help release that tension. Start by drawing your ear to your shoulder without tilting the body. Keep the shoulders level. If you'd like a little extra stretch, take your hand and just apply a little extra pressure here. And make sure you breathe. It's important to breathe while we stretch so we send the oxygen into the muscles that you're stretching. And then release, and we'll do the other side. Keeping the shoulders level, taking a deep breath. Stretches are most effective when held for at least 20 to 30 seconds, so make sure you're not rushing through your stretches. Coming back to center. Now for some shoulder rolls. When we do this, make sure that you're rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. From the side, shoulders shrug up towards your ears. They release back behind you and down. When I do that, that puts my shoulders in correct alignment. From there, separate your feet. Rotating the spine, let your arms just be floppy. See if you can see something behind you. Notice how I'm pivoting on my back foot. So my toes are turning the same direction that I'm turning. So all 10 toes are looking at what my eyeballs are looking at. This is great for the spine to loosen up the waist and the back. And then coming back to center. Reach one arm up, and we're going to go into lateral flexion of the spine. You can slightly bend your knees, and we're going into a side stretch. Keep your arms slightly away from your ear so your shoulder is not getting compressed. Abdominals are engaged. So you should feel that stretch all the way through the side seam of your body. Taking a deep breath, and then slowly coming up out of it. And on the other side, lateral flexion of the spine. Super important to keep your spine mobile and strong. Inhale, exhale, coming up out of it. From the side, bend your knees slightly. Stretch your arm up. Feel the side seam of your shirt, getting rid of any wrinkles you have there in the side of your shirt and stretching over to the side. Coming up out of it and over to the other side. A little side bending keeps your spine mobile and healthy. The next stretch that we're going to do is for your quadriceps. The front of the legs get really tight because we're walking and standing all day. Even if you're sitting, things get very tight there. So what I'd like you to do, and it's also great work for your balance, what I'd like you to do, take a hold of your foot with your hand. Keep your knees close to one another. See if you can avoid the wobble. So squeeze your buttocks, abdominals are on, and breathe. I'm trying to press my hips forward so I feel the opening all the way through the front of the thigh. And then slowly coming out of it. From the side, it looks like this. Knees are side by side, so the knee is not coming forward, it's not coming backward. Woo! Knees are side by side. And then release. And then the other side. Pulling up through the abdominals, reaching the tailbone down. Taking a breath in. And from the side. Make sure to keep your knees close to one another, pulling up through the abdominals and tucking your tailbone underneath you. And slowly coming out of it. The last stretch that we're going to do is for your hamstrings. The back side of the body gets tight as well. So what I'd like you to do is take one foot forward and just put your weight into your heel. Bend the standing leg. Send your hips back and reach towards the toes. If you don't touch the toes, it's okay. You can put your hands on your hips, on your bent leg, keeping the back nice and flat and breathing. Make sure to keep the quadriceps tight here so that it supports the knee. You should feel the stretch all the way through the back side of the body. From the side, it looks like this. Taking your foot forward, I'm bending my standing leg. I'm going to send my hips back behind me, hinging forward. I'm not rounding. My back is flat. Reaching out through the crown of the head stretching forward to the toes. If that doesn't work, put your hands on your thigh. You never want to push on this straight leg because that can hyperextend my knee. Does not feel good. And then slowly coming out of it. You repeat on the other side. Stretching the leg forward, bend your standing leg, stretch forward to the toes. Make sure to hold this for at least 20 to 30 seconds. You can support on your standing leg or on your hips. Slowly coming out of it. From the side, bend your knee, send your hips back behind you, reaching for your toes. Make sure to keep your back nice and flat. Take a breath in and out, and coming up out of it. Now your body is refreshed and rejuvenated, the blood is oxygenated, and you should be energized for the rest of your day.